And so the reason I won't be doing quite as many of my regular spoken word pieces is something Sarah kind of mentioned. I'm fortunate enough to be having a book of poems published this year, Thoughts on Tonight. It's being published through Finishing Line Press. And the collection itself, it obviously deals with scenes during nighttime and life and death and love and sex, all that good stuff. Also within the collection are a lot of themes of music. And so the next 6, 7 poems are going to be from that collection. And the first one here, this was actually first published in Fox Valley with the Fox Cry Review. This is called Tired and Listening to Tom Waits. And if there are any Tom Waits fans, you'll catch probably some subtle clues in here. So. Dank heart gurgles sticky valvy. The lamplight discomforting and dim. 50 sandy beggars skid a foot across the pavement in rhythm with the shuffle and slide. 1, 2, I do 1, 2, alone along the floorboards on East Kimball Street. 1, 2, step into a trance. Wiggle, waggle, woozy, goofy shaman. Melting like aurora borealis to reach position. Malleable as the physics, 1, 2, at the beginning, 1, 2, of the universe, 1, 2. And hold. Snap my thighs, slap my fingers. I'm talking Spanglish up the wall. Ooga booga senorita, nice to meet ya. Get sexy with the bass line, 1, 2. Now a jig. Real quickly, actually, I would ask everyone to do me a quick favor. Think of a favorite song of yours. Any song, whatever kind, show tune, rock, folk, but pick one out. And hi, Mom.
Hi. Should I yell Adele or something?
No. Just watch, Mom. Just watch. Okay, so that gave you time hopefully to think of a song. But think about now, please, the first time you heard that song and kind of the feeling that goes along with hearing a song for the first time. Hang on to that feeling. A single moment, frozen in its own epiphany, new and unheard. We can't help but silence our selfish consciousness, give our full attention, forget our own heart beat. Ears long rusted shut now open, address everything else as hush. This moment evokes reverence we can only attempt in concert halls. Eternal fragments inhale our breath, exist through us, exist exactly for that purpose. Then let us go before we're ready, before any of us realize what's been played and what can still be sung. It's called Music Lovers. What am I doing next? I'm originally from Oshkosh. This is called Oshkosh Overnight. Ink bombs surround the planet, release their contents over the course of minestrone soup, Roman feasts on 6th Street, false vomitoriums, stoned litigation, the bridge that sang a soul to sleep. The dresser speaks with a stack of Beatles albums hidden in its jowls, wish dreams in its throat. And then sponges absorb the black silk in time to spot yesterday's socks next to our cell phones and loose staples in the box spring. Shirtless, we discuss the meaning of a bedsheet. Let's see. Let's do one called First Meditation. She climbs out the honey pot to come cover me with kisses. When our skins touch, the cold bedrock turns balmy beneath our toes. Eternity chased us as we burrowed through countless synapses like blind thoughts trying to imagine. Now we stand in crystal splendor, sway to the rain outside, to Ravi Shankar and Nora Jones. Honey drips from naked as you wishes, while the rhythm is unearthed from neighboring stars above. Pulling us along like daring waves at sea, we live in a spaceship made of stone. This next poem is my take on how things are made, or at least on how my poetry is made, but this is called Into Existence. A skull blossom, blending light and thought, inspiration caught in the cranium, blooms in a blink like a brand new universe. It is beyond your own flesh, your cradled electric heart. It pumps creation into a complex system of love. Infinity's eyes emit stardust, pollinate reality with winged dreams. Butterflies chase bullets and eventually surpass them. Sorry, I need a drink between every poem, it seems. It's only tea.
So he says.
So I say, yeah. Mom might know better. Let's see. This poem is called He Climbs Out the Cave. On his belly, bleeding, his cut-covered body swimming through gravel and warm light. Blood flows freely. Its red trail swallowed down a black throat to the rumbling guts of catacombs, back to the beginning where dark pools dream. He crawls to a rest under the hot sun, whispers to the dirt, makes a bed of his thoughts, wheezes, then sleeps. The wind lifts a small weight from his wounds. He awakes to starlight, exhausted, and though he has never seen the sky before, he recognizes a solitary white orb, twinkling deja vu. It unlocks visions in his deep and ancient memory. That same white glow remained beside him many years, then rose from warm hands, rose from breath and a heartbeat, rose farther, out of reach of the pools and dreams, until finally vanishing. He realizes the dust of night, how it takes time to float, to catch wonder in its motley shine. He looks back into the open mouth of absence and nothingness, knowing he shall not return. The landscape changes to a familiar voice. His mind sinks inside a tattered shell, silver circuitry retreating its branches into a ball of pure energy. It glows, weightless, responding to that ancient voice, and then finally rises. I listen to a lot of Alan Watts. Anybody listen to Alan Watts or know who Alan Watts is? Okay, he was very popular in the 1970s. He is like a self-proclaimed spiritual entertainer. So he talked a lot about Eastern philosophy and how it kind of translates into Western culture. Very interesting dude. If you need ever to hear a voice that kind of calms you and relaxes you, he would be one of those voices. But this next poem was inspired by listening to a lot of him. So this is called When We Wake. You hear distant rumors about what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. About a time when all vibrations cash in their casino chips, take the red eye home. When the biggest number is again smaller than the smallest number, when your mind is a wilting flower, and an hour yet pending returns you to the realm that fed you into birth. You hear these things happening someday, but today you breathe fire and music, as if fire and music, like yourself, were somehow separate from this collapsing dream of time trying to remember light. You have always been light. Light is the reality beneath the dream. As you are breath, you are the nothingness. A photon knows not its own existence. So I fear the wilted flower. If the color has gone pallid, the leaves too brittle to touch, then cheer the fragrance. It is still so incredible and lovely. Thank you.